I never thought much about the old trunk my grandfather left behind until I moved into his dilapidated house. It sat in the corner of the attic, weary and swallowed by shadows, its brass fittings tarnished and dull. Curiosity gnawed at me late one night as the wind howled outside and the house creaked like a ship on a stormy sea. I pulled the trunk into the light of a flickering bulb, its surface rough against my fingertips, the heavy lid begging to be opened. Inside, I discovered a collection of strange objects, a rusted dagger, brittle pages of yellow parchment, and a small, intricately carved bone figure that seemed to twist and writhe in the dim light. It was all unsettling, but what really drew my attention was a faded journal bound in cracked leather, the script within barely legible. The ink danced across the pages, recounting dark rituals and haunting invocations, descriptions of whispers in the night that promised unearthly power. As I read deeper, an oppressive dread settled over me like a thick fog. My heart raced, beating like a war drum as I stumbled on a passage about a summoning, a way to draw forth something from beyond the veil. The words twisted in my mind, compelling and horrific, each syllable vibrating with a palpable energy that made my skin prickle. Then the shadows around me began to shift. I dismissed it as a trick of the light, but the air grew dense and cold. The trunk seemed to hum with life, as if the very objects within were straining against their confines. I slammed the journal shut, but that only heightened the tension, a sinewy thread of fear tugging at my insides. I tried to leave, but froze as a low whisper wrapped around me, the echoes of the incantation swirling in my ears. The figure in the bone carving seemed to shudder, to morph beneath its surface. I backed away, but what I had awakened did not want to return to the shadows. The trunk creaked ominously, a portal between worlds, and in that moment I truly understood. Some doors should never be opened, for the things that lie in wait may not always be willing to return to the darkness, and once invited, they can find a way to stay.